Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Today I am in my memory planner for our Memory Planning Monday video. So if you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. Hi friends, thanks for joining me for this video. I obviously did not get to planning the second half of the last week of April going into May. And that's probably going to be the case for the rest of the summer because I am very pressed for time and not going to have a lot of time to like catch up and finish spreads. It's just going to probably need to wait from week to week. So last week's video was a pre-planning process video, so you'll have to go check that out and I'll link that at the end of this one. And this week will be a planning process video, so where I speed up the camera, put on some music, and do a voiceover as I show you what I'm doing to put together the rest of this spread. So that leaves us with April 29th, 30th, and then May 1st. And I have my photos already. So for the 29th, I've got this photo of Nora and her friend Tessa, who came over after school. Sorry, you can't see that very well. And when they walked in the house, I had slime and a poppet for them both. So of course they were very happy about that. And then for the 30th, which was Saturday, there were a few things going on. My husband took Nora to the park, and I love the fact that he got the sky, and her shirt just really brings in the colors that I chose from the Sunchaser Kit. So I have to figure out how I'm going to put those. Along with this was she came home and changed into her pretty dress for my cousin Megan's baby shower. So that's her, it was virtual, so that's her eating the cookie. And then for Sunday, I had to find this one in my archived stories on Instagram of Nora and I at church because I didn't have any photos for Sunday and I wanted something. And so I always check there first. So I like to share over on Instagram in my stories what's going on in our lives. I kind of treat it like a vlog, if you will. Not super active, but every now and then. And Nora wanted to take a picture of us. We were twinning in more ways than one. You can't see here, but her shirt had sunflowers on it as well. And so did mine. And we both had jeans on, and we both had our little Starbucks and our matching breakfast wraps. So it was total twinning. So if I find that I don't have enough photos pre-printed out, I will go to my stories and see what I have and then use that. But now I'm going to jump into the actual like planning process and see what I can come up with. So let's go. So now I'm just trying to figure out what die cut, ephemera, whatever you want to call them, paper pieces I want to use to do the journaling on, and then to fill in some of the space around the photos. And I decided I wanted to use this circle tag that says joyful because there are a few circle elements, actually 3 on the left side of the page. So then I wanted to layer it. After I put this little yellow brad on, I was like, oh, I want to layer it with something. And I'm trying here to go through my different tags and see what would work, and not the lemon. So I ended up using the inside that I punched out of the folder on the left side, or the pocket on the left side, where you can see Nora's face underneath the ink there. And I stamped Play All Day on that from the Funnest. I think that's from Funnest. It could be from the, yeah, it is. It's from the Funnest stamp sheet. And then the little starbursts are from, I think the May Stamp Society set. And then I just used sticker paper to adhere and to hide the back of the brad, so it could sort of like be a hinge over the photo. And then did my journaling on this cardstock here. And then I decided to make the little hinged hideaway trick that I learned from the Stop the Blur class that Heidi Swap has as well. And I just decided to put the photos on the right-hand side and then add a little piece for journaling on the left-hand side. I ended up smudging this sentiment on the top of that label, which is sort of a bummer, but it happens. Then I end up using the puffy stickers from Vicky Bouton's Sweet Rush collection and decided I want to bring in some more puffy stickers to embellish the photos just a little bit. And then I want to use this sleeve and trim it down so that it fits underneath. But what I regret doing is using my craft knife to cut out where it says smile on the pocket, and it just did not turn out cute. I totally jacked it up, and in hindsight, don't do what I did. I don't know what I thought I was doing. I was trying to be extra creative, and I ended up being an extra hot mess. So, and then I just decided that I wanted to try to embellish the front of the pocket and not journal on it, since I have all that space on the right for journaling. So I end up practicing some stamping, getting my stamp therapy on, and trying to make it work, but it just, yeah, it was a fail. That's okay. I'm leaving it in, want to show you, want to keep it real, and just so you know, obviously not all projects turn out exactly the way you like them. So as I'm doing my stamp therapy, I forgot to mention that I did purchase all of the archival ink, distress inks, the mini ones, and I wanted to try just seeing, I've seen Auntie Heidi use them and say that the ink does stamp a little bit clearer for some of her lettered stamp sets, so I do agree, and I think that they, you know, the image comes out just a tiny bit crisper, and it just provides a slightly different effect than the Distress Oxide. You could totally use, you know, the black soot from the Distress Oxide if you have that one, or any other black ink, but I wanted to test it out. And then I decided to use these alphas from the Sunchaser sticker pack because they were used on the left side, and I wanted to have them be matchy-matchy. And then I want to cover up my journaling just a little bit because it is a little tiny bit private, so I decided to put this vellum flap up over the top using a die cut that says enjoy now as sort of the tab, and then I just added a few embellishments, and there it is. It's super cute. I actually really like how it turned out. Okay, so this is my second half of the week. I did want to get creative and do some stamping on this vellum overlay, but I ended up deciding not to. I just have way too much on my plate and not enough time because it's summer now and like summer break, and I will not have the availability and the time to like do as much as I want. So my spreads might be a little bit more simple, but I hope you're able to enjoy them. I'm gonna kind of clean up as I talk to you because it is a giant mess on my desk as usual. I will do a pan out and show you the crafter math before I pick up. So there it is, the mess. So that's the mess, and back to the drawing board. Okay, I used a lot of different things. I wanted to cover up this photo, even though like I do like Nora's pink outfit, sort of brings in some pink, but I remedied that by using this printable in this little photo corner here. So I covered it up with this tag that says joyful, and then this one that was this part of the pocket. I just flipped it over, used the backside, and stamped play all day with some little starbursts from a Stamp Society kit. And I just wanted a little bit of an interactive element because it's a simple layout for me. So I wanted to include this little Brad. And then there's journaling about her play date. It just says Nora was such a cranky pants when I picked her and Tessa up for their after school play date. She even went to her room to tantrum for a while. They finally worked things out and ended up playing well, which is why I stamped Are We Having Fun Yet? Which, you know, got all smudged. I may end up covering that somehow if I can. And then, because I just wanted to use the other half of the label that I had used on the left. But then I also used the printable that says happy spray, use as needed. So I thought that was perfect. And then this little flippable trick I used a couple weeks ago is from a Stop the Blur class, and I just love this. This might be one of my favorite techniques for adding in some hidden journaling and photos. So this is journaling about her time at the park, and then when she got home, being able to change into her dress that she wanted to change into for the virtual baby shower. And I stole the Sweet Life from the Vicky Bouton Sweet Rush collection, so I used the puffy letters from this sheet, and then the cookie came from a different puffy sheet. I just love using these little puffy stickers as embellishments. And then I realized I had this space here, so I wanted to use letters to match what I used over here for the park that they went to. And then this was just my way of adding in some decoration on the front of the tag, and then the photo of Nora and I in the back. It says church selfie. I don't know what I was thinking. It's kind of dumb that I was like, ooh, I'll be a little extra, and I'll cut out where it says smile and put it on the tag so it's like a little window. But it's, why? What's the point? I should have just left it, but whatever. This is like one of those laughable, like, what are you thinking? You're not that cool kind of moments. But you know, there it is nonetheless. Anyhow, and I wanted to bring over this rainbow because I used one over on this side as well. And I love the rainbow. And it just says, peace be with you and love one another. That came from the Faith stamp set. And then this, I added just a few embellishments to. That was amazing. Weekend mood, enjoy now. And this is a story about how my Sunday at church went. In a particular story about how I was able to pray for someone who had sort of been closed off to the idea of receiving prayer. So it was a kind of a win for me and for us, I guess, and for her. And so I wanted to journal about it, but I also wanted it to be a little bit more private. So I put that vellum pocket or flip up, I guess, over it. And like I said, I wanted to stamp on it, but I just don't have the time right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I love sharing my process with you. I know it seems like I'm way behind, but it is because I did not start the Stop the Blur and storyline inserts until like February-ish and March. So I'm probably always going to be a month or two behind. I hope that's okay with you. I hope you're still able to get some inspiration, and let me know if you have any questions. I say this in every video, but I don't usually link individual products. However, I will link the Sunchaser bundle because that's what I purchased from the Heidi Swap website. And I can link like the links to her subscription and Stop the Blur class and things like that. And any questions or like specific questions about products, comment below, or you can DM me on Instagram and I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. But I do super appreciate you hanging out with me and watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Enjoy your July and your summer break, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and remember, you are enough. Bye, friends.